as you descend, you're greeting James, you descend down into the sewers, this massive network of sewers below this crash site. And, your sense, it's dark, but you can see this.
Right.
But you're at the top right with James in this kind of sewer pipe network.
By the way, I'll ask James, like, is this where have you been has this been your base of operations for a while?
Well, yes, I mean, I've only just come here from, assuming a different time. It seems to be quite a wild future from where I've come from. But yes, I have well, I've been somewhat orienting myself. I actually have to admit that for a little while I thought that the future was just the sewers. I'm just learning now that there is other things to the future than the sewers.
Let me go over here and see what's going on with this dude.
All right, so you go over there, and it's like a little alcove in the pipework, and in there, it's like there's just this weird little critter, and there's like a disco ball flashing lights, and this thing is just dancing and grooving out, and it's like, "Hey, you want to dance?"
Well, I'll go dance with him.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever danced with Funkazoid before.
Yeah,
Woo!
funk is
Welcome to the fungus zone. And as you're dancing, like there's just like some big party music, and you kind of notice that there's like lots of glowing mushrooms that are creating the illumination for the disco ball.
So let me go down here, and then down here, and then I'm gonna try to go over here and up here. I'll say, hello?
Ooh, hello. I am Oliver.
I'll say, Oliver, yeah, what are you doing there, man?
Well, I live here. That's what I do. One day I was flying low and trying to eat a fish when, out of nowhere, a drain pipe that was glowing purple started sucking me into it with this gale force reverse wind, and I was pulled into the pipe, and eventually I kind of found myself in this network, and I haven't been able to get out ever since.
Oh.
I don't know if you know this, but there is quite a nasty obstacle in between us and escape.
Well, listen, that's my specialty is nasty obstacles. I wouldn't worry about that. Let's back up a little bit and explore the rest of this area, and then go into this room.
All right, so you come into like a very cozy little apartment. There's a rug, a couple pictures on the wall. There's a nice little fire with some torches strapped to the wall, and you kind of interrupt, and I kind of this mole man turns around and is like, "What? Sorry, you startled me. I'm Matthew."
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to intrude. I was just exploring the pipes.
Well, welcome. Make yourself at home. Can I get you anything?
Thank you. What do you have?
Well, I was just making some soup. Got it on the fire here. It's a nice hot broth.
Thanks, but I already ate. I'll leave that to you. But thanks so much anyway for the thought. I will go to Oliver.
Okay.
And I will say, hey, could I trade you something for one of your rocks?
A trade, you say? Well, I do care for these rocks quite a bit, but what do you offer in trade?
How about some snail soup?
Snail soup. You know, I like a snail soup, but what else does it have in there?
Hey, it's just snail and some cream.
That's... Well, you can't have a proper cream of snail without some fungi. No, please, thank you, but no thank you.
I see what's going on here. Okay, so let's go over to Fungazoid, and I'll be like, hey, Fungazoid, seeing as how I danced with you, which, you know, no one else has ever done, maybe could you maybe give me some of your glowing mushrooms? I think those are so cool.
My glowing mushrooms? But that's the only thing that makes this place any fun! What am I gonna do without one of my colored mushrooms? Well, if I were to part with a mushroom, it would have to be something colorful, number one.
Okay.
And just as, if not more colorful than my mushrooms. That's what's so fun about them. And it would need to really spice things up, it would need some movement. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I'll go back to the mole man and I'll say, hey, can I borrow some of your fire?
Oh, you mean my torches? Well, look, I would actually love to give you one. I like to be, generous that way, but unfortunately this is my stock for the month, and if I don't have this, I don't eat, and it generally takes me a month to build up this stock, so I can't really part with it unless I have some other way to keep this fire going.
What if I gave you my shirt, you could burn that to keep the fire?
That might do it, but I think I would need more than just one shirt.
How about if James gives you his shirt too?
This is most unconventional. This is highly irregular.
Listen, James, this is gonna work.
Yeah, if both of you gave me your shirts, that should keep the fire going, and I'll give you one of my my torches.
Sweet, a deal is made, right, James?
Very well, we will go shirtless for now, but let it be known, Zach, that I find these practices highly irregular.
Okay, so yeah, I'll give him the shirts, I will take the torch and ignite it with the fire, and I will go bring it to Fungazoid.
Alright, you know what? I'll trade it. But I'm only trading you for a small one, okay? I'm not giving you one of my big ones that have grown for quite a while. Just a small one.
Alright, that works. Thank you.
It gives you a small glowing green mushroom.
So then I will go to Mole Man Dude and I'll say, hey, let me take you up on that offer for some snail soup. I'm gonna go back up here to Oliver, and I will put the mushroom in the soup, and I'll be like, Oliver, here is the soup in exchange for the rocks.
Oh, you said it didn't have mushroom in it.
Yeah, but now I put some mushroom in it.
So you did. Ooh, and it's got a rich green texture. Put it down, lad.
I put it down.
He swoops down and kind of eats some of it. Ooh, that's good. Yes. Take whichever rock you like. This is scrumptious.
Okay, so you said whichever one you want, so I'll take the biggest one I can find.
Okay, you do. Pretty big. It's like a discus.
Alright, so I guess let's go up this ladder over here. Ooh, I'm gonna look out of this pipe. I'm gonna call out, hey Pinchzoid, is that you?
The thing kind of roils in the water and like kind of snaps its claws and tentacles up at the pipe, and it kind of smashes again, but it's just out of range. It's like,
I will attempt to slide down his tentacle onto the catwalk.
okay, so he's got it in there, and you try to slide down the tentacle. And it is slippery. James freaks out. He's like, "This is so unconventional." And he stays up in the putt. You kind of slip down, but yeah, the suckers are kind of away, and they kind of like you're trying to avoid them, which you kind of do. But it's like anytime you hit them, you get like completely stuck to it. So he's like kind of, starts flinging the tentacle around as like trying to shake you off of it. What do you do?
And like basically my idea is to try to provoke the crab arm into snapping at his own tentacle arm.
I like it. Okay, so you're able to get, into position, and you fake him out a bunch of times, and then the crab arm comes in, and you jump out of the way, and boom, he pinces off half his own tentacle. And the tentacle's flopping around, and then the other half is flopping around. And then, like, this kind of terrible acid blood spits all over the place, melting the platform. The other half that was pinched off of the tentacle is still alive and flopping towards you.
Okay, so I'm going to try and, like, push it over the edge of the catwalk, aiming it such that it hits into one of Pinch Zoid's eyes.
Got it. Okay, you push it over. It kind of flops around. It's really hard to push it, but you do manage to do it, and it falls onto Pinch Zoid's eye, and it's like, boom. And so yeah, you can kind of stun him a little bit from that.
Yeah. And then I will throw the discus rock up at this purple thing.
Yeah, so it flies in. You throw it up at the purple thing, but you can't throw it quite high enough. But the angle that you throw it at, it skips over the waterfall, the chemical waterfall. It goes ping, ping, and it skips up and kind of accumulates this green sludge on it as it goes up. And then it hits the pipe at the tip, and the green kind of combines with the purple, and this kind of almost like a Cambrian explosion happens. Like all these like little like algae bits that were on the rock kind of bloom in one kind of moment that and they start like wriggling in the air. You can see, and they're kind of twist out new algae mutations and kind of grow new things. And as all this bloom happens, it like like right in front of the pipe like starts to rumble as if sensing life.
Whoa.
And starts to suck air, just like Oliver described in the beginning.
I will jump into the suckage of the pipe, and I'll tell James to do the same.
Okay, so James jumps down. He's like, I don't have a shirt. And you all like jump into the pipe, and it goes. You get sucked into the pipe, and you get blown through like all these different passageways, and you get like it's totally disorienting. You have no idea where you are, but there's just like that kind of purple glow, and you're just getting swung around and boom, boom, and finally you get blown through the pipe, and you crash up into something that's kind of lit, and you realize after a moment of just like kind of collecting yourself that you're in a shower.
In a
shower?
A
regular human shower.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you blew up through the pipe into a shower. You're like, what is this? And you kind of exit, and it looks very familiar. It looks like
Uh-oh.
My parents' basement.
Oh, no!
But so that'll have to be the cliffhanger for now. But yeah, we'll continue this soon.
All right, sounds good, sir.
All right, thanks, man, for playing.
All right, thank you. And have a good night.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for watching. Yeah, thank you. You too.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, everybody.
All right, bye, Chris.